Hello there, welcome back to Beauty Bee, and welcome to a long-promised piece of fashion content on this generally beauty-focused channel. Today we're going to be looking at one of my favorite types of clothing, which are those cheap, stretchy, knee-length A-line skirts. I, in the past, have referred to these as LuLaRoe skirts because I think that is probably the brand that we've most associated with this style of skirt over the last 10 to 15 years. But these come from a variety of different brands. You can find them at a weird variety of price points considering that they are all kind of cheaply made. And I love to get mine from the thrift store. For illustration, here's the kind of skirt I am talking about. We'll actually be looking at this one a little bit later, but it is flared out from the waist to the bottom. On me, this skirt hits probably about 2 to 3 inches below my knee. Obviously, that is going to differ somewhat depending on how tall you are. I am slightly taller than average. I'm about 5'7", 5'8". And I feel like the standard way that I see a lot of people styling these skirts is with a black top. And I love that. That is the first outfit that we are going to be looking at today. Let me scooch to one side so that I can show you my footage. This is the type of outfit that I would often wear to work. I have a relatively plain black top. This one has some buttons on the front. It is very, very comfortable. The skirt is giving me some shape as it with the shirt tucked into it. Try and say that 5 times fast. It defines my waist a little bit without being too clingy anywhere. Now, I'm in my later 20s and I hope that I grow out of this feeling very soon. But when I wear this type of outfit, I sort of feel like I'm dressing up in someone else's clothes. Like this doesn't quite suit me as is. So the way I get around that and make it feel a little bit more like myself and less like I'm borrowing clothes from my mom is by adding some really colorful So the way that I get around that and make it feel more like an outfit that came from my closet and suits my personality rather than maybe something that I borrowed from my mom is to add some pretty bright accessories. In this outfit, these are some bright blue dangly earrings and some bright green flats. Both of these are pieces that I work into my wardrobe in several different ways. I feel like they fit my personality, they fit me, and both of them reflect the types of colors that are seen in this skirt. The green of my shoes is actually a pretty close match to this green within the paisley design, and while there's not a great match for that light blue within the skirt, it definitely suits the type of colors that are present in this item. Even though there is a lot of bright color happening in this outfit, because it is grounded with that black and the bright colors do all tie in with a single article of clothing, I think this works and feels a lot less loud than you might assume when you hear that someone's wearing a bright paisley skirt with bright earrings and bright shoes. That is the pretty middle of the road outfit. I also wanted to show how you could dress up these skirts as well as dress down these skirts. So let's look at a more dressed up version first. With the last outfit, here I am pulling from the colors in the skirt to inform my choice of top. So here my skirt is this deep green color and I'm going with a pretty close but not quite spot on shade of green for my top. I did want this look to be a little bit more elevated. Again, we're going for something a little bit dressier here. So I decided to go with a top that has some silky texture to it. This is actually kind of an interesting top. It has a silky piece as well as something that I think is intended to feel like suede. It really isn't fooling anyone, but there is some interesting texture to it, which I think helps this outfit look a little bit more expensive than it actually was. I mean, I purchased, I think, everything but the earrings that I'm wearing in this footage from the thrift store for $5 or $6 or less for each item. Like the last outfit, I have tucked my shirt into my skirt. This allows a little bit more of a streamlined silhouette, and an unexpected consequence of this was that when I wore this over to my parents' house, my mom actually assumed that it was a dress. So I would say that's a sign that I did a good job of matching top to bottom, and I feel that this look is quite put together. It's a little bit more than I personally would probably wear to work, but I think that depending on your office environment, this might actually work really well in those circumstances. You could dress this up or down a little bit depending on what you did with your accessories. I decided that I wanted to go quite dressy for the sake of this video, so I decided to pair it with these earrings, which these are a resin hoop that has sort of a tortoise shell coloring or amber coloring. I like the shape of these hoops. They're sort of an organic look. I feel that these look a little bit more expensive than they actually are, and I like bringing in that warmth with this otherwise pretty cool toned, jewel toned outfit. Additionally, I don't think that I managed to get these into my frame. This was the first piece of footage that I shot, and I didn't really have my setup figured out yet. But I wore these navy suede, very, very tiny wedges with this look. I do like the pointed toe. I feel that's a little bit more dressy than a rounded toe standard ballet flat. I was not blessed with the nicest legs, so having this pointed toe along with this tiny little wedge helps to elongate my leg just a little bit, and overall I think that the effect is a little bit more elevated than wearing, say, those bright green flats that I wore in the previous outfit might have been. The final outfit that we're going to be looking at today is really dressing down one of these skirts into something that is super casual, but I think still very cute for the weekend. So here what I have gone with is a blue striped shirt with a pink graphic tee. This is a Pride shirt from Reebok, I think, though I believe that the way that I have tied this at my waist covers up the logo, which I'm fine with, as well as some pastel purple Converse. Now I think that this works because though I'm not actually pulling any colors from the skirt, I'm keeping with this very pastel theme throughout my outfit. With all of these skirts, I do want to define my waist in some way. Otherwise, I feel that with the skirt, the smoothing garments that I wear underneath the skirts to A, prevent chub rub, and B, prevent panty lines, as well as the shirt, I can start looking a little bit bulkier around the middle than I want to. So I always try to define my waist in some way with these garments, and with this one I have just pulled the shirt tight to my side and twisted and looped under. In general, I would probably secure that with a hair tie, but for the purposes of this video, because I knew with this particular outfit, unlike the other ones, that I wasn't going to wear it all day, that particular day I just really did need pockets in my bottoms, so I didn't bother with it. Now, choosing to go with that knot rather than tucking in the shirt really did add to the casual vibes of the outfit, as did the lack of matching between the top, bottoms, and shoes. I mean, they all coordinate because they are all pastels. We've gone with really pretty similar depths of pastels in pink, blue, and lilac, but there aren't any colors that are directly tying in between the skirt or the shirt and the shoes. I did want to add some jewelry to this look just to add a little bit of something. However, because this was quite casual, I didn't want to add anything too obnoxious. So I went with stud earrings. And one of my favorite things to do with a little bit of a more casual look is to wear mismatched studs. The way that I like to do this is with a set of Kate Spade earrings that I have. This set came with a pair of rhinestone earrings and a pair of pearl earrings that are very similar in size and setting. They're both set with 3 prongs, each of which ends with like a very, very tiny rhinestone. So these look like they are intended to go together, though they don't quite match. And I think these mismatched earrings add a little bit of whimsy, a little bit of feminine flair, without adding anything overly eye-catching to this really easy, casual weekend outfit. So there are 3 ways that I have styled these A-line skirts. One's a little bit more dressy, one's more of an everyday office appropriate look, and one that would be great for the weekend. I would love to hear what you think of these outfits and any tips that you have for styling these skirts. I have quite the collection of these at this point, and though I do wear them a lot, I'm always looking for new ways to add some versatility to my existing wardrobe. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. This is one of my few forays into fashion content, so if you liked this style of video, I would really appreciate hearing that. And as always, thanks again. Please consider liking and subscribing if you enjoyed, and I hope that I will see each and every one of you in my next video. Bye!